In the headlines, bandits kill 20, burn houses and shops in Katsina community. Niger State internally displaced persons battle malnutrition, diarrhea, chickenpox. Fire razed down Christ Embassy headquarters in Lagos. And on the foreign scene, more than 1,000 die in Hajj pilgrimage amid searing heat. Good evening and welcome to the news update on Trust Television. I am Aisha Salihu. We'll begin with a security update under the northwest region where, in a reprisal attack, bandits numbering about 100 carrying dangerous weapons including AK-47 rifles killed 20 people, burnt houses and shops at Maidabino town in Danmusa local government area of Katsina State on Saturday night. According to eyewitnesses, unspecified number of women and children were abducted by the bandits after looting several houses and shops. Those killed have been buried according to Islamic injunction at Maidabino town Sunday morning. Maidabino town is among several communities in Katsina State that suffered from the activities of bandits and other criminal elements for over a decade. Katsina State Police Command is yet to react to the attack. Children and the elderly at the internally displaced persons camp in Kota, the headquarters of Shiroro local government area of Niger State, are battling various ailments including chickenpox, diarrhea, typhoid and kwashiorkor due to lack of food, potable drinking water, overpopulation and poor hygiene. Trustee Abubakar Akote, who was at the camp, has more.
Over 5,000 IDPs from communities in Shiroro, Moya and Rafi local government areas reside in this facility. The roofing sheets of one of the blocks of classrooms used at Central Primary School Kuta were completely blown off since the beginning of this rainy season. Of major concern to the IDPs was lack of foods and access to healthcare services.
All the soldiers that we have there in Alawa, they live there. So that is the major problem that lead to that people, to keep people more than what we are expecting before. Because since the time that they leave Alawa, they leave that Basa, so no any security. So they are doing all what they need. So if they go to your house, you see that armed bandits are about 3 days in your house. They sleep here. They will catch a let me call this chicken and use it. They will pack your yams and do their handed yam.
The current situation in the IDP camp is actually we are in danger. Let me say we are in danger because there is no enough food for us. Let me tell you, we have some of us that are sick. Nobody will take care of them. At times, government will bring food. It will take more than month, 2 months before bringing it again. And when they bring it, it's not. We can't have more than 1 mudu, 2 mudu per person.
The desk officer of the camp, Isu Balakuta, have the breakdown of the number of people at the Kuta IDP camp.
People I have with me here, I have about 1,119 households. Women, 1,119 women. Household. Women. We don't normally have accurate data of men because they are on the move. When they came today, they will go back tomorrow. We cover the little one we profile. We have about 87 men with us who are sleeping. 87 who are sleeping. 87 men. We have total number of 2,511 children.
According to him, majority of the IDPs sleep on bare floors due to lack of relief materials from government. Abubakar Akote, Trust TV News, Mina.
More on health matters. The Lagos state government says the number of fatalities from the cholera outbreak in the state has risen to 35 following the last update, which reported 401 suspected cases and 15 fatalities. At the last count, the government said Lagos Island, Kosofe and Etiosa recorded the highest numbers. But in the latest update on his Instagram handle on Saturday, the State Commissioner for Health, Akin Abayomi, said the number of confirmed cases in the nation's commercial capital is now 417. He said the situation report indicates 417 suspected cases, 35 confirmed cases, and 24 recorded deaths. On Thursday, the World Health Organization announced a spike in cholera in several regions of the world, with almost 195,000 cases and over 1,900 deaths reported in 24 countries since the start of 2024. An early morning fire has razed down the headquarters of the Christ Embassy Church, located in the Oregon area of Ikeja in Lagos State. Although the cause of the fire is not yet known, there was confusion as members of the church scampered for safety, with emergency responders working to put out the fire. A video of the fire shows that cloud of thick smoke oozing out of the roof of the building, with scores of worshippers watching from afar. The police, fire service, other emergency responders, and the Lagos State Traffic Management Authority are on ground trying to put out the fire. As at press time, no official statement had been released either by the church or government agencies, including the police.
This is Christ Embassy, Oregon. As you can see,
and to the South-South region, operatives of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency has busted a snake-guarded shrine used to store illicit drugs in Iga community, Benin City, Edo State. The operatives detected a specially constructed large hole storage in a wall covered with wallpapers and fetish objects. A statement by the Director, Media and Advocacy of the agency, Femi Babafemi, said different quantities of illicit substances such as methamphetamine, loud, Colorado and Arizona, all strong strains of cannabis, with a total weight of 8.743 kilograms, were pulled out from the deep hole dug in the wall of the shrine building. The statement added that two ladies, Sonia Ezumezu and Risikatu Tijani, were arrested during the operation on Tuesday after the big black snake guarding the shrine was demobilized. In a separate operation, two suspects, Obi Ferguson and Ernest Abunam, were arrested on Saturday, 22nd June, when NDLEA operatives raided the Usain Forest in Ovia Southwest Local Government Area in Edo State, where 209-kilogram cannabis and a motorcycle were recovered. The statement further added that operatives on Tuesday, 18th June, in Abuja, intercepted a white Nissan Frontier pickup vehicle loaded with 454 compressed blocks of cannabis sativa weighing 340.8 kilograms, procured at Uzeba, Edo State. A 76-year-old grandfather, Francis Omofa, linked to the consignment, was arrested. The national president of Mieti Allah Cattle Breeders Association of Nigeria, Baba Usman Garma, has rejected a bill that seeks to establish a national agency for the regulation and management of ranches in Nigeria. Garma said pastoralists are looking for the creation of a federal ministry for livestock and fisheries instead of the National Animal Husbandry and Ranches Commission for the regulation, management, preservation and control of ranches. The MACBAN president stated this in Damaturu in an interview with journalists shortly after the inauguration of the State Executive Council of the association. He said, by the creation of the Ministry of Livestock and Fisheries, the entire livestock value chain issues can be addressed holistically rather than what is going on now at the National Assembly. A bill for an act to ban open grazing and establish ranches as an antidote for the perennial violent clashes between sedentary farmers and nomadic herders in Nigeria scaled second reading after a slightly heated debate in the Senate. 1 year after a significant peace and reconciliation agreement brokered by the Umar Namadi administration, the local government areas of Guri and Krikasama in Jigawa State are celebrating a year of uninterrupted peace between farmers and herders. This milestone marks 2 successful cropping seasons without conflict, a notable achievement given the region's history of clashes. The report.
Governor Umar Namadi joined the community in commemorating this peace anniversary, reflecting on the success of his administration's efforts in resolving a long-standing issue that previous governments had struggled to address for over 2 decades. Governor Namadi expresses satisfaction with the progress made and reaffirmed his commitment to build on the gains achieved.
This is an area where for the last 25 years, 30 years, we cannot be able to come to this place because there is a serious fight between the herders and the farmers. As of today, we are celebrating the success of the peace achieved. So far, because of the effort we have done, and also because God has come to our aid in achieving this peace.
So there is many benefits that I got in farming. First of all, like last year, I farmed over 400 bags of rice in the rainy season, and during the dry season, I farmed like 950 bags.
In a gesture of gratitude, the farmers and herders presented Governor Namadi with gifts, which includes bags of rice, wheat, and a cow. This symbolizes their appreciation for his leadership and the positive impact of the reconciliation efforts on their livelihoods.
The Nigerian Meteorological Agency has predicted thundery and rainy weather conditions from Sunday to Tuesday across the country. NIMET's weather outlook released on Saturday in Abuja forecast morning thunderstorms on Sunday over parts of Gombe, Bauchi, Borno, Adamawa, Jigawa, Taraba, and Kaduna states. It envisaged thunderstorms over parts of Zamfara, Kebbi, Kano, Borno, Adamawa, Bauchi, Katsina, Kaduna, Jigawa, Yobe, and Taraba states later in the day. The agency anticipated thunderstorms to be accompanied with rains across southern Nigeria in the afternoon and/or evening hours. According to it, thunderstorms are predicted over most parts of the northern region later in the day. NIMET advised the public to take adequate precautions as strong winds might precede the rains in areas where thunderstorms were likely to occur. It urged airline operators to get updated weather reports and forecasts from NIMET or for effective planning in their operations. This is a news update coming to you live on Trust Television, still to come. Amid rising interest in mining cryptocurrencies, concerns grow over youth dependence on easy money. We'll bring you insights and details of the story and more after the break. Don't go away. We'll be right back. Welcome back and thank you so much for staying with us. Let's take a look at some of our top stories again. Bandits kill 20 burn houses and shops in Katsina community. Niger State internally displaced persons battle malnutrition, diarrhea, chicken pox. And to more stories. Youth are increasingly adopting the practice of mining cryptocurrencies for potential gain. The primary tool to mine this virtual money through the use of smartphones. Some people are, however, uncomfortable with large interest in this area because they feel it interferes with the efforts of these youth to learn new skills and pursue their education. Hassan Koli has more.
Most people, especially youths, spend most of the day using their smartphones to mine digital currencies. It is like an epidemic. The Telegram tap-to-earn games are widely accepted among people after many people celebrated their earnings on media platforms in the middle of April 2024. People like Lawan Musa, a 21-year-old Gombe student, is nevertheless not comfortable with the play-to-earn games, which he says are dragging his friends out of concentration on their studies. This cryptocurrency mining is indeed a threat to our future if not handled properly. Most of my friends have stopped focusing on their studies and businesses as well. They are focusing only on mining such digital currencies. The most annoying part of it is that they can sometimes delay observing prayers and continue tapping their smartphones. One will not be guaranteed to have a benefit after the completion of a game. It is based on expectations. I have a smartphone too, but I believe that focusing on education and physical businesses can never be compared with such mining, and youths have to be very conscious of it. While Lawan is worrying about the said games, his counterpart Muhammad Umar sees cryptocurrency mining in another dimension. Almost everyone here is against cryptocurrency mining out of understanding. I can tell you that the issue of being a distracting tool is baseless. Those who were distracted by such mining have no focus in the first place. I am into mining too, and it has never dragged me out of my business. I spent only 20 to 30 minutes doing it. 30 minutes is not much out of 24 hours of the day. But a man must not allow anything to interrupt his studies or social well-being. The negative impact of cryptocurrency mining among youths are still debatable, with many people flagging it as a destructive tool against the unemployed youths targeting Nigeria and other developing countries worldwide. Hassan Koli, Trust TV News, Gombe.
Officials of the Nigerian embassy and a Senegalese-based NGO have, in an overnight operation, rescued 24 Nigerian girls who were subjected to sexual exploitation in the Tambacounda and Kedougou regions of Senegal. The acting ambassador of the Nigerian embassy in Dakar, Senegal, Salihu Abubakar, disclosed this on Sunday. According to him, the girls, mostly underage, ranging between the ages of 11, 13 and 24, are being trafficked to Senegal through Cotonou, Republic of Benin, via Mali to Senegal border for the purpose of sexual exploitation in Tambacounda and Kedougou regions. Abubakar said preliminary investigation revealed that most of the girls who were school dropouts were from Edo and Delta, adding that a few of them were from Imo and Abia, while 2 others were from Plateau. He, however, said of the 24, 22 were already repatriated weeks ago, while the 2 other ladies were repatriated to Nigeria on Saturday and had landed in Nigeria safely. The diplomat could not immediately give the details of the health status of the victims and other information regarding the time they spent while undergoing sexual exploitation in Senegal. Away from Nigeria, more than 1,000 people have died during the Hajj this year. According to a report, extreme heat hammered the almost 2 million who took part in the annual Muslim pilgrimage to Mecca. Most of the dead were Egyptians. Security and medical personnel said on Sunday that the Egyptian death toll had risen to 672 and another 25 were missing. A total of 236 Indonesians died, according to Indonesian government data, while India's External Affairs Agency said 98 Indian citizens died during Hajj. An Australian man was also among those who died. Further deaths were reported by Tunisia, Jordan, Iran, and Senegal. And in sports, Nigeria's Flamingos have been drawn in Group A of the FIFA Women's Under-17 World Cup. Bankole Olowakere's side were paired in the same group with hosts Dominican Republic, Ecuador and New Zealand during Saturday's draw in Santo Domingo. The Flamingos were dominant during the qualifying campaign, where they defeated the Central African Republic 12-0 on aggregate and recorded another 7-1 aggregate victory over Burkina Faso before a 6-1 aggregate win against Liberia saw them qualify for a 7th World Cup. Having won bronze in the last edition of the World Cup in 2022, Olowokere and his side will be aiming to go one step further, with Africa still yet to produce a world champion at this level. The Flamingos are favorites to advance from their group though having reached the knockout stage in 4 out of their 6 participations in the Under-17 Women's World Cup. And with that, we've come to the end of the news update on Trust Television. Do not forget, you can always follow us across all of our social media platforms and also join our YouTube live stream for more news, programs, and documentaries. I am Aisha Salihu. Thank you for watching.